Willkommen zurück bei Lamplight City. Ja, wir gehen jetzt heute in die Kathedrale. Ich hoffe, ihr habt euch alle eure Sonntagsanzüge und Ausgehkleider angezogen, denn jetzt geht's in die Kirche.
Prayer candles? People think lighting one of these is gonna solve their problems. If only it were that easy. Also, what happens if they go out? Does that mean your prayer gets canceled? Shh. What? It's an important question.
Können wir auch einen anmachen?
The more I think about it, the more I want to test my theory about prayers being canceled if the candles go out.
Nee. Wir können jetzt nicht die Kerze ausbußen hier. Oder? Oder können wir? Vielleicht die? Dann sieht das wieder symmetrisch aus. Wieso? Ich kann... Na gut.
Well, that's all of them. Hope you made a wish.
Dafür komme ich in die Hölle.
This angel looks like it would throw its lamp at you as soon as you turned your back on it. Now this is one intriguing chest. If only we could search it without arousing any suspicions.
Ja, wir quatschen mal mit Tom Puffin.
I beg your pardon. Are you Tom Puffin?
I am. How may I help you?
Miles Fordham, private investigator. I wanted to ask you a few questions.
Questions? Have I done something wrong?
No, Mr. Puffin. I simply believe you may have some information that I need.
Very well, then.
Der sieht aus wie so ein Hund. Wie so ein Pudel oder so.
Does the name Priscilla mean anything to you?
Priscilla? What does that have to do with anything?
The name has come up in my investigation. Is it someone you're acquainted with?
No, it isn't. I don't know anyone by that name.
You certainly seem concerned about her, though.
Ja, das ist richtig.
Do you recognize the man in this photo?
Is that... No, never mind.
What is it?
Well, for a moment, I thought it was someone else, but I was clearly mistaken.
So you don't recognize this person, then?
Afraid not. Who is he?
His name is, or rather was, Ronan Lespay.
What? Is he dead?
He is. I'm trying to find out who killed him.
Well, I hope you find your man, Mr. Fordham.
What were you doing on election night, Mr. Puffin?
Election night? That was ages ago, wasn't it?
It was 4 nights ago, to be precise.
Oh, you have to understand. I have trouble recalling what I ate for breakfast this morning, let alone what happened 4 nights ago.
Well, isn't that convenient?
Do try to remember, Mr. Puffin. It's quite important.
Well, I know I voted at my local polling place, the Silent Raven. And then... I'm not sure, actually.
Do you know anything about the murder outside the Silent Raven?
Murder?
Yes, a man was shot. Did you see or hear anything?
I don't remember. I don't think so, no.
How long were you at the Raven that evening?
Not very long, I don't think. I went, voted, stayed for a drink, and then I left.
Do you recall what you did the rest of the evening?
Not specifically. I probably went home and went to bed, like I always do.
Are you in the habit of using opium, Mr. Puffin?
What? Why would you think that?
I met your friend Darius. He told me you share a pastime.
All right, yes, I do enjoy a visit to the opium den from time to time.
From time to time? More like morning, noon, and night.
Have you found the drug has had any adverse effects? Memory loss, for example.
I admit I'm not quite as quick as I used to be, but without it, I'm in constant pain.
Is that right?
I fell off a horse when I was 15, and ever since then, my back's not been right. The doctors haven't been able to help. I wish there were another way.
It might be worth seeking a more professional opinion about the effects of opium.
Bisschen. Wäre vielleicht ganz gut.
I'll let you resume your practicing, Mr. Puffin.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Okay. Da dürfen wir wahrscheinlich immer noch nicht rein, genau. Hatte der Dingens nicht ein Buch in seinem Schrank? Mit der Fauna? Oder Flora, besser gesagt. Fauna. Opium. Verwendung von Opium, bla bla bla, Tourismus stark, na. Hier bla, Opiumhöhlen, Spannung, Zauber treibt. Okay, ne. Okay, da war es nicht. Okay. Dann vielleicht in der Opiumhöhle selber? Einfach mal nachfragen.
She's not gonna be.
Vielleicht bei ihm hier, weißt du, so, hey, yo, wie...
I have a few more questions.
I'm listening.
Goodbye.
Good.
Okay. Die Katze nicht. Wir gehen mal nochmal zu ihr vielleicht. Vielleicht hat sie noch ein paar Informationen für uns.
Have you got time?
Yes.
Jimbo?
Are you familiar with someone who goes by the name Jimbo?
No, I don't think so. Who is that?
A friend of Ronan's.
No, as I told you, I didn't know Ronan to have any friends. I especially don't recall him mentioning anyone called Jimbo.
Okay.
Did Ronan know anyone named Priscilla?
Priscilla? No, I never heard that name before. Who is she?
Just a name that's come up in my investigation.
I wonder if Ronan had finally met a young woman.
Oh, boy. Now you've done it.
What sort of life did Ronan lead?
You know, just normal. He'd go to work, come visit me afterwards, and go home. He didn't have much of a social life. At least he never mentioned any friends to me. I always hoped Ronan would meet a nice girl to settle down with, but he was so shy, you know.
Where did Ronan work?
At the Grips Home taxidermy shop in Gascon. I always thought it was rather macabre
Ein
work.
Typreparator.
He enjoyed it.
Super.
Bit lonely, though.
Okay, da müssen wir, glaube ich, auch nochmal hin.
What are your thoughts on the...
Oh, I haven't given it much thought, to be honest. It hardly seems to matter now.
Yes, of course. My apologies for bringing it up. Those are all the
Ich habe mich auch
questions
nur
I have for
verklickt.
now.
Sorry. Also,
Alright,
ich wollte
Mr.
jetzt gar nicht
Fordham.
fragen. Dann würde ich sagen, müssen wir mal zu einer Arbeitsstelle.
Hello and welcome to the Gripsome Taxidermy Shop. Please let me know if I can be of service.
Is that supposed to be a lion?
Der sieht ja richtig scheiße aus.
I wonder how many people it took to bring down this brute. There's a small button on the base. Just when I thought I'd seen it all. What will they think of next?
Wie krass ist das denn?
Reminds me of the one in the Dupre house, except that one actually looked alive. There's a small button on the base.
Ernsthaft?
Welcome to the Gripsome Taxidermy Shop. Please enjoy our displays and be sure to consider us for all your taxidermy needs. Just a reminder, we stuff animals only.
Alter, was zur Hölle ist das denn?
I thought owls were supposed to be wise. How'd this one let itself end up on display in a place like this? Exotic dead fauna from every other continent. You never even need to leave Vespuccia. Exotic dead...
Alles
I was
klar.
wondering if you might answer some questions for me.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Ei.
I was told Ronan Lespay works here. Do you know him?
Ronan? Yes, of course. That is to say, I know he works here. I haven't had much interaction with him. He mostly keeps to himself.
Does he have an office or workspace I might have a look at?
Now, wait just a minute. Why would I let some random stranger off the street in to look at an employee's workspace?
Because I'm a private investigator and I'm trying to get some information.
Well, even if that is the case, I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ronan does have a workspace, but it's completely bare. He doesn't keep anything here.
Was?
Were you aware that Ronan was murdered 4 nights ago?
I had no idea. That's awful. What happened?
That's what I'm currently trying to find out. Do you know if Ronan had any enemies? Anyone who might want to do him harm?
No, as I said, I didn't speak with him much or know much about him. But now that I think about it, I did notice a strange man waiting around outside the shop a few days ago.
Tell me about this strange man you saw.
At the time, I didn't think much of him, but the more I recall, the more I realize he was being very suspicious.
What did he do?
He just stood outside across the street, but he seemed to be focusing on the building. It was as though he was waiting for someone.
Do you remember what this man looked like?
I didn't get a very good look at him, but I do remember some things. He was tall and had a heavy build, like a boxer or a dock worker. He had a beard, I think, or mutton chops at the very least. And as far as I can recall, he was wearing all black. He also had on some kind of cap. I'm sorry I can't give you a better description, but that's all I was able to distinguish. My eyesight isn't very good, I'm afraid.
It'll have to do. Thank you for your help.
Vielleicht der Jimbo?
Anything you can tell me about the shop?
Plenty! This is New Britannia's most sophisticated taxidermy shop. Unlike other taxidermists, we work with modern technology to get results they could only dream of.
What does that mean exactly?
Using steam tech, we are able to create the illusion of life in these beasts. Just take a look at our floor samples. The parrot and gorilla are two of our finest works. They really speak for themselves. Well, the parrot does at least. I think it would frighten our customers if the gorilla did too. And once ethericity is harnessed as a viable source of energy, we'll get even better results.
This guy is way too excited about bringing dead things back to life.
Yes,
Dr. Frankenstein, ne?
Moving on. Thank you for your help.
I'm here to serve.
Okay, da waren also... Schreibe seltsamen Mannes, ne? Hat einen Bart, trug eine Mütze. Ich glaube fast, dass das der hier ist. Er hat eine Mütze auf, ist ganz schwarz gekleidet, hat Koteletten.
Hello, Jimbo.
All right.
Do you have any...
Not really. Anyway,
But you...
not very.
No, I suppose it isn't. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Oder nicht? Also zumindest kann ich nicht drauf ansprechen, sagen wir mal so. Sorgen wir mal so. Tatort des Mords. Ja gut, da könnten wir nochmal nachschauen, ob wir eine Waffe finden, aber...
What a mess.
Ist ja nur das. Da kommen wir nicht weiter weg.
Your mascot seems to be a raven with a glowing red eye. Is that meant to attract customers or to scare them off? I suppose you could do worse, as far as bar names go. It's an ad for whiskey.
Warte mal, da vielleicht?
Securely fastened, unfortunately for you. If only there was some way to undo these bolts and remove the drain cover. Secure. Yesterday's rain has made the water level rise. Is it just me, or does it look like there's something resting at the bottom of the drain?
If there is, I have no way of getting to it through the drain cover.
Okay, dann muss ich das irgendwie da durchbekommen. Okay, vielleicht kann ich hier mit ihm darüber reden.
Moment of...
Right.
Genau.
Would you be able to remove the cover of a storm drain?
Yes, of course, sir. Cormac's got the right tool for the job. Just a few twists from old Mary here, and any drain will open up like a Christmas rose.
Excellent. Would you be able to open the storm drain outside the Silent Raven?
Suppose so, yes. But Cormac ain't allowed to just open up drains as he sees fit. What do you want this drain open for?
Ich stehe voll drauf, meine Hand in Dreckpfützen zu stecken. Geil.
I believe there's a vital piece of evidence at the bottom of the drain.
You don't say.
It's quite true. It may even help me solve a murder.
Well then, in that case, Cormac will get the drain open for you. Come on, there's not a moment to lose. This it then?
That's the
Na
one.
klar.
Right, won't be a moment.
Dann haben wir wahrscheinlich das nächste Problem, wie kommen wir da dran, aber... Mal gucken.
There we are.
Thank you for your help, Cormac.
Not a problem. Now, if you don't mind, Cormac's just going to pop inside for a quick pint.
Ja, viel Spaß.
Detective work is a dirty job, but someone has to do it. Don't forget to roll up your sleeve.
I really hope there's something down there.
Schön die Kackwurst.
Ugh. This is almost as bad as the time I had to search for that stolen necklace in a pile of horse manure.
I'm really glad I didn't draw the short straw in that case.
Aha.
Well, how about that?
Wish the police had found this so I wouldn't have to carry it around.
Nothing else down.
Okay, das heißt, wir gehen jetzt zurück zur Polizei. Und lassen das jetzt von Dr. Edward untersuchen.
Pardon me, Edwards.
Yes?
Ja. Also, warte mal. Stimmt, den können wir auch fragen.
Edwards, do you know much about the effects of opium?
Quite a great deal, unfortunately. It's all the rage these days. Most people use it to calm the nerves or relieve pain, but it's highly addictive and has numerous adverse effects.
Such as?
It depends, really. Most common are sweating, nausea, memory loss, or blurred vision. But more serious cases can lead to hallucination, violent mood swings, coma, or even death. I just had a case in here a few weeks ago who died from an opium overdose. It wasn't pretty.
Doesn't sound like it. Thanks for the information, Edwards.
Anytime.
I found this
Wir
pistol
müssen
at the
nachher
scene of the
erstmal die
Spiel crime.
Hinweise uns
Can you take
durchlesen.
a look and see if it was used to murder him?
It's all slimy. Where was it?
Sitting at the bottom of a storm drain.
Oh, I suppose that's not as exciting as finding it inside someone's intestines. Did I ever tell you about that post-mortem, by the way?
No, I certainly don't want to hear about it now. How long will it take you to analyze that pistol?
I should have something conclusive within the hour, if you don't mind waiting.
No, it'll give me some time to gather my thoughts.
Right, I've concluded my analysis, and this gun was definitely used to shoot Mr. Lespay. The bullet I removed from his body is a perfect match.
Thank you, Edwards. That is extremely helpful.
There's one more thing. I cleaned off some of the muck and found the initials JB etched into the handle.
Interesting.
My expertise with guns is purely forensic, so I can't determine if this is the gun's maker or the initials of its owner. That's going to have to be your job.
Thank you, Edwards. Your help is always appreciated.
Okay.
I'll be
JB.
going now, Edward.
Take care, Fordham.
Das ist so der... Das ist doch der Jimbo. Wirkung von Opium. Pistole. JB, ne? Das heißt, das wäre ja am Ende... Ja, die Crimson. Der hier wäre doch...
He won't have anything relevant.
Okay. Der wäre das aber, wenn... Denke ich. Spreche nochmal mit ihm hier.
Could I have another moment?
Yeah.
How did you become choir master of this church?
Oh, well, I studied music at the University of New Britannia. Once I completed my studies, I began writing symphonies in hopes of securing a patron, but I had no luck. So I decided to focus on choral compositions. I sent a few pieces to the bishop, and he offered me the position.
And you enjoy it?
Oh, yes, sir, immensely. I'm able to continue composing songs for our choir, as well as teach music to our young members. I take my church duties very seriously.
What else do you do besides lead the choir?
Just a few things here and there, making sure the aisles and the pews are clean, tending to the prayer candles, and that sort of thing.
It seems that all the prayer candles have gone out.
Have they? Blast, I keep saying there's a draft, but nobody's done anything about it. Excuse me for a moment, won't you?
Okay. Dann müssen wir doch mal die Kiste durchsuchen.
Let's hope this chest hasn't got squeaky hinges.
Liebste Ned, dein letzter Brief hat mich vor Freude kichern lassen. Ich kann mich nicht aufhören, von dem Tag zu träumen, an dem wir endlich unseren Traum verwirklichen und zusammen als Mann und Frau leben können. Ich denke, es wäre eine tolle Idee, einen Welpen zu kaufen. Ich denke schon über den Namen nach. Was hielst du denn von Wuffi? All meine Liebe, P. P wie Priscilla. Oder?
Could I have another?
Yeah.
Do you know anyone named Ned?
Ned? Well, yes, I do. My nephew, Ned Bunkridge.
Your nephew?
Yes? Why do you ask?
Where might I find Ned? I'd like to speak with him.
Is everything all right? Ned hasn't gotten into any trouble, has he? I always tell him just because he's training his body, that's no excuse to pick fights.
No, he hasn't gotten into any trouble.
Oh, well, he lives in Lyon. 5'11".
Right. Thank you for the information.
Hm.
I'll let you...
Thank you.
Okay. Das heißt, wir müssen auf jeden Fall nochmal in Neds Wohnung rein. Dann lesen wir uns bei der nächsten Folge auch nochmal die ganzen Hinweise durch. Würde ich erstmal sagen, bedanke ich mich bis hierhin erstmal fürs Zuschauen. Wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge von Lamplight City. Ja, bis dahin. Auf Wiedersehen.